every city, every place. Oh.
It's Top 10 Tuesday.
Yay!
So this Top 10 Tuesday is going to be on Walt Disney World Resorts. We're not limited.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. Restaurants.
Thank you.
Speaking of restaurants, we do have many Disney restaurant reviews up on the channel. I actually have a playlist. And in those reviews, something you know you will always get is a review on some type of non-mammal entree. Because I don't eat mammals, so just letting you guys know that there's always going to be at least one evaluation of a meal that is not mammals. So check out those reviews. All right, let's get to our top 10 restaurants.
Okay,
so
this should be more interesting than resorts because I have a feeling we're going to have, at least in the first half of this list, we're going to be all over.
Yeah, I can think there are restaurants that's going to be on his list that's not even on my top 10.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because of our different palates. Because I have to have restaurants that offer a nice variety, or at least have one awesome non-mammal entree where he doesn't.
I will say that not every restaurant on my list has great food.
Again, it's just our top 10. It is what restaurants do we want to go back to over and over and over again.
Yep. Okay.
That's what it is. No
Who first this
criteria.
time?
So I went first on the top 10 resorts. So you go first on top 10
number 10 for
restaurants.
Mr. Mouse Diva is the Sci-Fi Cafe. This is one over in Hollywood Studios that, again, doesn't have the best food on the planet, but it is just such a cool atmosphere. It is such a nice break from the parks. You get into this dark room and you watch these totally cheesy old sci-fi things on the screen up
really
there.
Unique.
You get in these cars as your tables, and it's just a fun place to go eat.
I can tell you if Lakeland was doing this, that would be his number one.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi restaurant is his
awesome.
number one. All right, so my number 10, close your mouth, is going to be Boathouse. I know his ranked further up. That's it. That's all I have. It's number 10.
Yep.
It's good food, and it's good at, like, sometimes you can get wonderful tables. It's a great view. Just good food. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9. She's going to love this one. Cosmic Rays.
Okay, why?
It is just quintessential, classic, quirky Disney restaurant. It's over there on the fringes of Tomorrowland, which is my favorite place in the world. And
I thought your favorite place in the world was wherever I was.
I always find you in Tomorrowland.
No, you don't. I'm over by the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, but they got the people mover. You know, again, nothing's super special at all with the food, but oh my gosh, Sunny Eclipse is just
classic.
It's just classic. You know, it's just food, but Sunny Eclipse is classic. And last time we went there, we found that, like, on a different part of the restaurant, had just a really nice, peaceful view out over a side of the castle you don't really see from that angle very often. And it was very pleasant. And they have the coolest bathrooms in there.
Really? Seriously, guys? It's
dude,
pitiful that we've been annual pass holders this long and had never went to that Cosmic Rays bathroom. Didn't even know there was a bathroom there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And that bathroom is really, really cool. So I know, and actually somebody might have asked me years ago to rank the bathrooms, and we will be doing a top 10 on the bathrooms, by the way. All right, my number 9. Please don't hurt me. Garden Grill. Garden Grill, come on people, that is so cool. The fact that you are constantly moving in a circle. I love that you can hear and smell the sounds of living with the land when you get to a certain point. The food is good. Never had any bad food there, and you got Chip and Dale. I mean, you get to meet Chip and Dale at a restaurant. So there you go, number 9.
Why anyone would rank it that low is beyond me.
All right.
Number 8 for me is, apparently surprisingly for her, the Boathouse.
Oh, I thought that would rank higher up for you.
No,
Because you always want to go get their shrimp.
oh my gosh, their firecracker shrimp is awesome. It's a great, relaxing place. Nice view out over the water at Disney Springs, and really some good food there. You know, this is now finally getting into the food is really awesome. Great atmosphere too. Highly recommend the place.
Number 8, the Earl sandwich.
Yes.
So that used to be a tradition for us. Our last day, we would always stop by Disney Springs and eat at the Earl sandwich right before we left. The last few trips, we've kind of been not doing that tradition, but it used to be every single trip. And even years ago, before we were annual pass holders and we were universal pass holders for a year, we would go to Disney Springs and eat Earl sandwich. I just love their holiday turkey. I've never had any bad food. I mean, you kind of switch up what you get.
You know, they really got the sandwich thing figured out, which I guess makes sense.
Okay.
What am I on, 7?
7.
Yak and Yeti over in Animal Kingdom. Just a nice, good flavored, slightly non-traditional type meal. I just really enjoy it. Good place.
So my number 7, I know, is not going to be on Mr. Mouse Diva's list. That is Sebastian's Bistro.
Yes,
that's it. Over at the Caribbean Beach Resort. That's only been open maybe a year and a half. But I love the atmosphere and I really enjoy the food. And why I'm sure it's not going to be on his list is because the food is because I don't eat mammals, they have a little more options for me. So it's kind of like not off the wall, but a little more than what his palate.
Yeah.
I won't say frou-frou food, but
it's a good
food he wouldn't like gravitate towards. Vegetarian food. They have some vegetarian.
I agree, it's a nice atmosphere, but yeah, the food is nothing special, and the atmosphere is not that overwhelming like a sci-fi for me, where I would have it on my list.
Even though the food isn't wonderful. Okay, so where are we? 6?
Dang.
All right, go to 6. What is my 6?
6. Oh, yes, very much. And this one is probably not on her list for very similar reasons, but Beer Garden in Germany.
Not on my list.
The sausages on the buffet, the variety there are awesome, and that is totally not her.
Yeah, the reason it's not on my list is there's not a lot I can eat on that buffet.
I have very strong German heritage. My last name is German descent, and you know, it's the whole thing, and that's where my family grew up with that kind of food. Plus the band, the entertainment, and everything. The
entertainment's nice, yeah.
And you know, it is on occasion fun to go and be sat with another group or two at a table in there. Not something I want to do every time, but that is a fun experience to do, and I like it.
Okay, my number 6 is Tiffins. Tiffins is over at Animal Kingdom. It's a 2-credit restaurant, so kind of considered fine dining restaurant. And I love the decor, the authentic decor there. And I've never had a bad meal. And each time I've been 3 times, I think, maybe. And I think I've always gotten something different, I think. So, and I've never had any issues with any of the food.
Okay. What are we down to? Number 5 here?
5.
Boma. It's a cool buffet with a lot of different kinds of flavors of foods. Good atmosphere. You know, sometimes some of the buffet stuff at the Disney restaurants gets a little bit repetitive. This is not one of those. Lots of fun to eat there.
Where are we? Number 5?
Yes.
Number 5, Artist Point at Wilderness Lodge. That is a great character experience. You get to meet the Evil Queen. You got Snow White, Dopey, and Grumpy. And the way they do, you know, everybody gets brought out the same appetizers, just little portions, and then you pick your entree, and then everybody gets brought out the little sampler desserts. And I've ate there twice and just love it.
All right. Number 4 for Tom.
Okay. Gosh, we're moving fast.
Yeah, there we go. Keep you guys on your toes here. Tiffins. I got that a little bit further up my list. Outstanding service. Outstanding appetizer that I had there. I had a steak. And it was prepared perfectly, very flavorful, good dessert selection. Holy cow, I love that place. Would go back there in a heartbeat anytime I can get her to go for a 2 credit.
So number 4, is that where we are?
Yeah.
So speaking of 2 credits, Monsieur Paul is my number 4. And really I have no complaints whatsoever. Just the fact that it's number 4 is just because there's 3 other ones that I would go to before that one. Yeah, no complaints about Monsieur Paul at all. And that's in France Pavilion at Epcot.
Yep. Upstairs from the other normal French restaurant there.
Chef de France.
Thank you. Yes. Number 3 for Tom, Sanaa. Oh my gosh. First time I went there, I was in heaven. I had a fish dish, which was probably the most perfectly prepared piece of fish I've had at any restaurant anywhere. And I have lived in coastal Florida on and off over the years, for many years. But wow, just great little subtle flavors, and like I said, perfectly prepared stuff. Neat atmosphere, looking out at the animals outside there. And this one is, I believe, at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Or Kidani. They're both Animal Kingdom Lodge.
They're both Animal Kingdom Lodge.
She knows what I mean.
Okay, so 3? We're on 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one's you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that one.
Probably. I expected a lot more of this than I've gotten so far.
Number 3, Liberty Tree Tavern in Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
That is, oh my gosh, it's like family style. Everything is good. It's just that it's almost like eating a Thanksgiving dinner. I love the colonial feel of the restaurant. It looks very authentic inside, and it's just good old fashioned Thanksgiving dinner. And oh my gosh, that dessert, they bring you that cookie thing.
There's just nothing I can say in argument to that.
I'm surprised we haven't ate it there more.
Yeah.
But it's because we keep wanting to try new restaurants we haven't ate at.
Liberty Tree was originally number 8 on my list, and I bumped it for the Boathouse. Could have gone either way.
So so that you bumped it for the Boathouse, but then totally took it off the list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because
more.
How could you get rid of Cosmic Rays? I mean, that is culinary masterpiece right there.
All right, you're number 2.
Speaking of culinary masterpiece, Monsieur Paul. Holy cow, that was stellar.
Okay, number 2. Speaking of the best fish I've ever had, he just said that, 2 restaurants ago? Skipper Canteen. And that's at Magic Kingdom. I love that they have all the puns just like they do on the Jungle Cruise. I love the decor, the whole story behind the restaurant. And the first time there, I had a fish that seriously, the broth, it was kind of in a broth, just a little bit. I took the spoon and was eating that broth. And if I would have been at home, I would have taken that plate and just turned it up. I would have licked the plate.
She would have, which is great. Yeah,
it was so good.
Great atmosphere there. Their fish is, I don't know what they do, but whether they like lace it with too many vegetables or something like that. Sanaa has some great spices and other things going on. Oh my gosh, their bunny chow. I forgot to mention that
you're
that
going back
barbecue sandwich.
to Sanan. We're talking about Skipper Canteen.
But it's fish. But yeah, it's just for whatever, a great atmosphere. It just doesn't have a dish that I really go nuts for.
Okay, your number one.
Is...
I don't know what's left.
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
What do I ask for every time?
Oh, the Garden Grill.
Thank you, yes. Garden Grill and breakfast specifically, if I can be particular about it here. You know, hey, I'm a chipmunk guy, and, you know, Chip and Dale come to the table. Everything she said about the thing rotating through the ride, and, you know, you can hear sounds from the ride, the barking dog, and, you know, it's just got good standard, but good breakfast foods there, and I love it. I'd go every time.
So, all of you guys that just watched the Monsieur Paul review.
And I go there every time too.
I put in there, if you've seen that, I put a little clip after Mr. Mouse Diva said something, and I said, will it be his number one on the top 10 restaurants? Because you went on and on about the number one restaurant at Disney World. Did I do that pretty much how he said it? And I said, let's see if he remembers saying this.
I think it probably was the best food I have ever had at Disney World. I may have said it's my favorite restaurant, but on a, you know, it's right up there, but
that was just fun. When I was like editing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're filming our top 10 tomorrow. Let's see what he says.
I checked out the server at Monsieur Paul. He did not look like a chipmunk at all. And this is a Disney thing after all.
All right, what's my number one?
It's probably Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest. That is my number one. I will eat there every single trip, which I normally try to. If we're on the dining plan, we normally definitely eat. Oh my gosh, I forgot to make reservations at Be Our Guest for lunch for a quick service for the next trip. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's probably full. Might as well head over to
darn it.
Garden Grill where we can get a reservation instead.
I will talk about like value for a dining credit. The quick service lunch at Be Our Guest is to me the number one value. With that and Wolfgang Puck Express at Disney Springs. The value for your money for a quick service meal. Those two are my top.
I would not dispute that. That's really good. I'm not a big Wolfgang Puck fan. But
you get a
Be Our
lot
Guest
for
is pretty cool for a quick service. And okay, so Garden Grill is not a quick service, so I guess that's... And
I've ate dinner. Well, we've ate that. We did. You and I, Langley and I, and you and I. If we can't
get in there, we can just go around the corner, down the way, a little ways, past the carousel.
I was trying to tell a story.
Right into Cosmic Rays.
Not for dinner. We ate the old dinner before they turned it into a 2 credit. So it's been a while since we've had a dinner there because we haven't done the 2 credit thing. But just the atmosphere and the just the decor. I mean, you walk in there and it is like you are actually walking in the castle. So I think that's just why I adore it. And plus, it's one of the few quick services you can get free refills. The only one at Magic Kingdom.
She would know.
Because I am all about the free. I have walked clear across the park just to eat at a quick service that would give me free refills. And I am not kidding, am I?
And it's not just one park we've walked across to get free refills. Oh my gosh, you should have seen like the first time we did that at Hollywood Studios. That was a...
Well, Lakeland had to go through it at Magic Kingdom. An experience.
It was an opportunity to experience dining with my lovely wife in ways that I had not experienced before.
Okay, let's hear it. We want your top 3. So comment below your top 3. What 3 restaurants are your go-tos. And I know some of you are going to be surprised that Ohana did not make either one of our lists.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
But I know some people, that is their number one. Every time they go to Disney, they have to go to Ohana. But
it's not my favorite character meal. Decent food, but yeah, there's others. It probably would have been number 11 or at least 12 on mine, no doubt. But yeah, just 14, 15 maybe.
No, mine would have been 11 or 12 on Boma. So there you have it. You don't know what top 10 list is coming up next.
Neither do we.
So subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you do know when I upload, and see you at the park.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all around the world. Every city, every place.